go with part 4 of the video series on how the Kinesis money system works. So today we're going to talk about the Kinesis Velocity Token. Here's the agenda, but before I get into the KVT, just a comment about cryptos. If you're buying small amounts of cryptos, the fees can be pretty stiff. For example, on Coinbase, if you were to buy $50 of Bitcoin, you would pay a $5 service fee to buy that $50 in crypto. That's a 10% hit right there. I did do this. I purchased $50 in Bitcoin and paid 11 cents in service fee. 11 cents US dollars. So, 1/10 of $1. So that's a pretty low fee. All right, now let's talk about the Kinesis Velocity Token. By the way, the Kinesis Velocity Token is different than the Velocity Yield. They're two different things, all right? This is the one where there's only, 300,000 of them ever created, and you buy that, and there's a yield that goes to the owners of the KVTs, and as long as you hold the token, you can earn that yield, and it's one of the sections that comes out of the master fee pool. So in theory, if more people get into Kinesis, more people use it, there's more transactions, then the master fee pool is larger, and the amount of yield per token would grow. Why? Well, because there's only the 300,000 tokens. So that's where the leverage is. So I attempted to buy some a couple of days ago, and it didn't work, so I contacted my salesperson, my account representative, and he walked me through the process. So here's the deal. So you have to be an accredited investor in order to buy the KVT tokens. I think the definition varies depending on where you are in the world. I'm in the United States, so they presented me with 4 different ways you can qualify. I have to go through this process, so I need to get my accountant to certify my net worth and all that stuff, and then I need to send it to my Kinesis person, and then they will go into the database and they will flip a flag saying that you now are an accredited investor, and then the KVT tokens will show up just like any other thing you can buy in the Kinesis thing. That's the key here, but it's a human process. It takes time. They have to look at it, make sure you have some confidence that you qualify and all that stuff. Then you're able to buy the tokens. The next thing I noticed was, I was surprised. I was speaking with a person, and the last time I had seen this, the Velocity token costs $1,600 US dollars. And when I talked to them here a couple of days ago, it was $1,700. I never thought about this. I mean, the Velocity token can appreciate in value, right? So if the amount of money you're going to earn on it, on the yield, the amount of gold you're going to earn increases, well, then it becomes more value. So the token itself makes sense, right? It would appreciate in value. So that's another way to make money on this. Like I say, I never thought about that. I knew about the yield from the master fee pool, but I never realized that the token itself might appreciate in value. Third thing is, there is that section of the master fee pool that is reserved just for the KVT token holders. Let's go over my plan, see how I'm doing. Number 4 here. So I just went through this process. I'm now confident I know how to buy the tokens. I have a much better idea how they work. So once I get through the certification process, and I'll just be buying a token or 2 or 3 or more, and I'm not going to tell you how many. It's my business, not yours. Number 5, we've well established now, it's really easy. Deposit money into Kinesis.money, and then trade it for the KEUs. So I intend to just start accumulating some gold inside of this system. And number 6, emeralds. I'm not going to worry about that. I mean, they're getting around to it. By the way, there was a video done in, I think it was January of 2021. One of the managers was talking about the emerald process and how they are determining the value of the emeralds and creating a pool of emeralds that to make it investable without actually inspecting individual stones. I love the process, and they have actually had independent auditors come in and assess the fairness and accuracy of how they're setting up the pool of emeralds. It's probably going to be a while here before I do another video. I'm not going to get the answers to any of these really quickly. The first one is the Velocity Yield. Now, we just got on talking about the Kinesis Velocity Token, which is different than the Velocity Yield. So the Velocity Yield, I still don't fully understand it. They're working and about to release a new video on how it works. The second thing is, in part three of this video series, I mentioned the challenge for me with the minting process is I need to mint enough money and earn enough yield off my minting activities to offset the 2% cash back I'm getting on my credit card every month. That 2% back is really consistent and it's very reliable. It's not going away. So the challenge here is, can I build up enough minting to be able to process and purchase things using the debit card in Kinesis versus my standard credit card to offset and earn more than I can on my 2% cash back? That's going to be a challenge. I'll let you know how that goes. But I mean, realistically, I don't even have my debit card yet, so it's going to take me a number of months to get going here to be able to calculate how much minting I may have to do to offset my 2% and see if it's worth it. Item number 3 here is taxes. I still am not sure on the capital gains and income taxes, how it's all going to work on this system. I'm not going to provide guidance, but I'm going to provide what I've learned for myself on taxes when we get to that point. This is why I'm doing Kinesis. I now can see the pathway and I know exactly how to accomplish each of these tasks. They're not all done yet, but I know exactly how to do them. Thank you for watching this series. Like I say, it's probably going to be a while before I get back with you on this series. So thanks for watching these. If you have comments, let me know. If you have comments, I'll look at the feedback periodically. And if you all have questions, maybe I can jump in and answer those if I know the answers. God loves you. Go for it. We'll see you.